This episode is brought to you by Honda. When you test drive the new Prologue EV, there's a lot that could impress you about it. There's the class-leading passenger space, the clean, thoughtful design, and the intuitive technology. But out of everything, what you'll really love most is that it's a Honda. Visit honda.com/EV to see offers.
Kroger Delivery has one mission: to deliver the freshest food right to your door. That's why our drivers are pros. Our trucks are refrigerated. And when it comes to low prices, we always deliver. With $20 off your first order of $75 or more, there's no better time to get in on the action. Mission accomplished. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Live from the TCL Broadcast Studios, it's Joe Souchere and Patrick Royce with Sports Talk.
Yes, I'm ready. Bryson DeChambeau has to be taken seriously. He's won twice now.
900 miles. He is a goofball.
Well, what he has the swing that features pretty much all his clubs the same length.
Yes, all his clubs are the same length, and his left arm is as rigid as it can possibly be, just like that.
I wonder if this will become the new swing. He wins the Memorial. That's a big deal. Let's say he goes to Shinnecock and wins the U.S. Open. Everybody in the country will be trying to do that.
Yeah, some club company which wants to sell new clubs will probably come up with, you can be just like Bryson.
To me, it looks uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But
it does.
The way I'm playing, anything looks uncomfortable.
It looks rigid as can be.
Yeah.
Back when I had the chicken flap, when I was trying to trying to get that arm straight. But he doesn't have the chicken flap.
No.
I had the chicken flap.
He's really good. He can hit it a mile.
At least you can describe it. I don't know what my swing. I can't describe mine.
Well, at the end, I just gave up on it.
Is his wedge the same length as his driver?
I can't believe that.
No.
I don't know what. I think it's all his irons are the same or something. He can't be, the driver can't be the same size as the other clubs, but he's a daffy one. He's got a routine, and he doesn't vary from it. That's for sure.
But my point is, it's working.
They had a horrible time playing that 18. Those guys, though, that's a hard hole.
Somebody explain this to me too. Television coverage, the network coverage, started at 1:30 yesterday.
Well, because they were afraid of the weather, and they teed off at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, do you answer my question?
They came when they first came on. They showed it live. They showed the finish live, and then they went back and showed the replay. Mm-hmm. But what you were seeing at 1:30 was the finish of the golf tournament.
Yeah,
and then they had to go back to the start because they were done. Because then they showed 3 more hours of replay of Tiger playing lousy, and Tiger finished 23rd.
Yeah, and he was, 9 off the lead, 6 off the lead?
And he ended up shooting even par yesterday. But, yes, that's how it worked. By the way, I saw this from Tad Reeve at the Pioneer Press. Apparently, Houston has not come up with a sponsor for their summer event.
Right. So, Houston Shell Open it used to be.
Shell Open. So it appears that nothing official yet. But the word was that if Houston gave up the date, it's going to be here the week before the U.S. Open next year.
Who would be the sponsor?
3M.
Well,
upgrading the sponsorship from the senior.
Isn't the St. Jude Classic always the week before the
that's
Open?
Been moved around. But apparently Jim Crane, who owns the Astros, is going to put one of the fall events in Houston. His theory being, nobody wants to go watch a golf tournament in Houston in June because it's too damn hot. So they might put it in the fall. They might get one of those fall events in Houston.
But the sponsor here is yet unknown?
No, 3M.
Oh, 3M would do it. And then can the senior tournament?
Yes.
Okay.
The senior. And this year, I believe, is last year was 25. But this year they can, I think 93 was the first year, so they can call it the 25th anniversary. And if they get an event and last, senior event. But they have kind of replaced their Midwest senior event here with one in Sioux Falls. It's in September.
Really? I didn't know Sioux Falls got
They're
one.
getting one. It's going to be a gold mine. It's going to be. They got Sanford. They got Cambria. They got all kinds of sponsors already. That's a perfect size market for senior golf because it's an event. It means something. Yes.
Oh, hell.
Hey, I have some really heartwarming news.
All right.
Jamie Erdahl. We gave her the start. She was the intern, our intern.
The sports
person of the day certificate.
She mailed those out.
Today, she got promoted by CBS. She's going to do their national SEC games, which is their big event on Saturday afternoons. She's their new sideline reporter.
Football.
Oh, wait.
For football, yes.
So
SEC.
Under my direction. As a
You mean to tell me-
director when she was here.
And
Under my direction,
You
she's
mean
gone
to
this
tell
far.
me
yes.
that she was here licking envelopes?
No. I think she had a little.
She wrote them out, too.
She
she
wrote
licked
them
them.
out too and filled them out and did the whole thing. But
She was an intern
I'm
here.
still sitting here like a
yes,
dummy.
You're going home to the hammock.
Yeah, she's a little bit better looking than I am,
I sent this to her today. I want you to be the first to know at Jamie Erdahl on June 4th, 2018. Come here. You are Joe and Pat's sports person of the day. And
We got to send her something.
And a minute later, we got this response. It's a true honor. I've always wondered if the day would come.
But you have to come back and fill out your own form and send it to yourself.
Or mail it to her blank.
Right,
She can
right,
fill
right.
it out herself. Do we still have?
They're
we had
sitting right
boxes.
over above your desk somewhere.
We
Yours
still
and
had
Kenny's.
boxes.
Yeah.
You got to send her one.
Yeah,
Just
well,
blank.
We do.
Right,
We do,
right, here you
yeah.
go.
We don't know how to fill these
No,
things out.
you used to put the note there. You used to fill it out. You fill it out yourself.
Yeah.
We don't know how to do it.
No.
Problem is, right now she's so successful, she probably won't give us her address.
Where's
Well,
she
that could
based
be.
now? Where does she live?
I think Philadelphia.
Yeah, she's married to a fella named Buckman.
What, isn't that a big deal to do SEC games?
Yes, yeah, to be the they had a gal named Allie LaForce who was apparently wanted a big raise and they didn't give it to her. So Jamie was waiting in the wings and now has the job. So good for her.
Well, sideline reporters don't really bring you much information, but I guess they're
This
there.
one
But
will.
it's a pressure job. How would you like to have to ask Nick Saban a question at halftime
I would not want to.
if they've fumbled 3 times?
Yeah.
Because you can be professional, kind, and everything, and he's still going to treat you like a jackass. So because that's
See,
Because
but-
that's what he is.
But
That's
then
what
he
you
is
do.
the
Here's what you
superior
do.
to everybody.
Here's why I'd be good.
Is he worse than Belichick?
They're kind of on
They're
par.
about
I
the
think
same. aren't they?
Belichick won't be nasty. Belichick will just blow you off, but he won't be nasty.
See,
That's why
this is
people
why
haven't seen
I
it.
would be a good sideline reporter.
Yeah.
Because knowing Saban
Hey,
or
Nick, what do you think, baby?
no, I soften him up with what? With what?
Food?
Hey, Nick, you ever been to Lucky 13s and have their Reuben? It's out. When you go there, that's the kind of Reuben I want.
He's running off the field after the Auburn game down 10-7.
and then it throws him off.
Hey, Nick, what's the best barbecue joint?
Where are you
down
going?
here in
Where are you going
Tuscaloosa?
after the game? Something like
Tuscaloosa.
that.
Where do I go?
Everybody pay
Can
attention.
I drop your name?
Let's go. Where do you go?
Everybody pay attention.
No.
Yes.
No.
This is what I got today. Every day at noon, he's supposed to text me.
Yes.
So he did today. He did. And I said, call me. And he did. And and we had to groin kick Bill Clinton today and get some audio. So I said, call me. Then I get a text that says, that's it. Thanks. Your Reuben is exactly what I want when I order one. Quality stuff and spot on. So I texted back, huh? And he says, oh, I must have pasted a message from Charlie at Lucky 13.
To Charlie.
Who is Charlie, the owner?
Charlie Rose, the owner of Lucky 13s, and he's we ate
Fine
there
Reuben, huh?
after Sophia's graduation last night. We went there
Okay.
and we paid. My mom actually picked up the tab because I got alligator arms.
Yes, you do.
And I wanted to tell him
So you had to let him know the day after. Man, that was a hell of a Reuben.
it's not just sliced
That's all
corned
he's
beef.
been thinking about since,
Yeah,
you
and
think
it was
thinking about
fabulous.
Bill
That
Clinton?
was
He
some
thinking-
tots. Yeah, I didn't even
Okay.
do your Clinton thing.
Where
I
is
did find it.
Where is Lucky 13?
It's the old strip
Highway
club.
13.
Yeah, right by Axel's in Mendota Heights. When you go down past the church.
Okay.
Over by the old Emporium of Jazz, across the street.
So, what used to be over there, Gannon's?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Gannon's was on 90.
No, Gannon's.
On 5.
We used to go to that Parker House. Parker House. The old
Parker
man.
House.
That's not there anymore.
Now that's
Correct.
Axel's.
That's Axel's.
That's
now,
Axel's.
yes.
Okay, all right. My old man, big Parker house guy.
Was he?
We went there. A lot of lunches.
Rookie was also earlier today going through his Instagram account, trying to show me a picture from a few days ago. I am not kidding you. 7 out of every 8 photographs on that account is food.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, you cannot.
But
Why would you even have an Instagram account?
For food. What am I at Rookie?
You think he's gonna-
GL Rookie 13.
you think he's going to pay for his next Reuben at Lucky 13? Hell.
I always pay. I
yeah,
always pay. They did bring Sophia a little piece of cake for her graduation, but we paid.
I had a graduation party myself last night for the niece, Ellie, graduating in that small group of seniors at Wayzata High School.
Oh, my God. What is still going on?
Oh, no, 8. I think 8:30. Somebody's
You know,
like that.
One nice thing about visitation,
Yeah,
87 and you're
in
out.
and out. Huh?
87 and you're out.
Yeah.
Where'd they hold it?
On campus.
Oh,
Wayzata had it at
What, the
Wayzata
convention
needed
center?
Target Center.
Yeah.
where the heck? I can't remember where she said it was, but it was. They said it was very efficient, but they didn't put up with a lot of nonsense.
Wow.
No, you can't, there's no time for cheering in there.
No.
No.
All right, just a moment.
Big comeback in the public view by the Gopher baseball team this weekend. Gopher baseball used to be covered. Heck, when you were at the Star Tribune or the Tribune, they had a beat guy that would basically go to all the home games, and both papers did. And that has long since passed. But this weekend, first time they'd hosted a regional since 2000, and little ballpark, but 2,300 people makes it overflow, and they sat around and
last night was perfect.
Last night was gorgeous, and Saturday they got away with it. You know, it was supposed to be bad and the rain out, but that didn't happen. Then they played till 12:24 in the morning, but they won that game, and so they go 3-0. Now they're going out and playing an Oregon State team that is going to have at least 2 guys drafted in the first round today, and maybe 3. They are loaded.
Do the Gophers have any draftees?
Well, later on, the Taryn Vavra, Joe Skid will get drafted in the 3rd or 4th round probably. This pitcher, Ben Meyer, will get drafted. I don't know who else might get drafted, but Ben Meyer will probably get drafted in the first 7 or 8 rounds, 10 rounds maybe.
What do you think of the Twins?
Eddie. Mm-hmm. That was one of the greatest, oddest hitting displays in history yesterday. Pitch away, he kind of just flips it over the left field fence. Pitch high and inside, he hits over the right field fence. Pitch low and away, hits over the game winner. Was just absolutely driven to the monstrous part of the ballpark. What a display of hitting, man alive.
Is he better than people thought?
I think he's better than a lot of people thought, because he's gotten, even though he hit 3 non-strikes for home runs, they weren't like a foot and a half over his head like they used to be. Everyone always thought if he could discipline himself a little as a hitter, and he's a loose cannon, man. He's a goofball. And the fact that he'll go 0 for 15 here pretty soon, 0 for 18 like they do, and it won't bother him a bit. He does not have that, oh, man, when am I going to get my next hit?
He seems to be having fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, allegedly, he hit 3 home runs last year in a game. Mm-hmm. And allegedly, that was the last time his family was there to watch him. His parents were there to watch him. And then he hit 3 yesterday when his parents were there to watch him.
Well,
allegedly. Now, Eddie's telling that story, so they might have been.
Well, if I'm the Twins, I'm buying his parents a house.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, I can't believe Mom and Dad fly up here from Puerto Rico and just see one game and then turn around and fly home. So, I'm sure that. I guess what he's saying is last time he had 3 home runs was when his parents were on their summer trip up here to watch him play. So.
You know, they take 3 out of 4. There's still 5 games under 500.
Yep, you got to. If Cleveland chooses not to win 88 games. If just hanging around 500 is good enough to be a alleged contender, then they'll be fine. If they have to get 8 or 10 games over 500, you're never going to see that with this club. But if they can hang around 500 and be close to Cleveland, then they got a chance. So,
what's the report on Mauer? Any closer to coming back?
They said you know what he did yesterday?
Baseball activities
yesterday. So,
did he oil his mitt?
I don't know. A few days. I don't know. I don't know what I do with Joe. I want to move the big man from third to first. I want to put him at first, and let Escobar play third, and maybe keep with the shortstop they have, or call up Nick Gordon, who's ripping it up in AAA. I want to get Miguel off third base. They hit a 2-hopper to his left, and he can't get to it.
Can I ask a question without you getting really mad at me?
Yes.
May I? Is it at all possible that he would DH and be a part-time catcher?
No.
That's done.
Especially since he just had another concussion. They're not going to catch him.
Okay.
They're not going to catch him.
Message received.
He wants to continue to be able to tell which one of the twins is which.
Got it. You don't want to see 4 pitchers. You want to see 1.
Is he certain to be on the club next year?
No, I don't think he's going to be in the club next year.
But do you see retirement?
Yep.
Isn't that something? He's only, 33?
4, I think.
34?
34.
Are you the only one in town saying this? I haven't heard anything like this before.
Well, he hadn't said he's coming. He has said he wants to play, but that was based, I think, on having a year like he had last year, which was pretty
healthy.
good and healthy. Yeah. And if he's going to have a mess of a year, I don't think he'll come back. I don't know. He doesn't. If he doesn't serve a purpose as a bench guy, because what he does is get on base, and he's got to get up 4 times a game. But if you can't keep playing him at first base because you got to get Sano over there, or you got to get rid of Sano, one of the two.
Okay, so, and the other, there's this too. According to Baseball Reference, $218 million. So that would be $9 million over after taxes.
Yeah, I don't think.
I'm sure he hung on to it.
Plus, he's got that nice place down in Bonita. If he really got scrapped for money, he could sell that.
Right,
one.
Right. You could sell that one off.
If he's kicked away that 109, he still's got that investment down there in Bonita. so he can do.
Well, if he came back, hell, he'd have to play for what, $5 million?
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, maybe 8. Yeah. They might give him 8. But I don't know. It would have to be a pretty good last 3 months for the Twins to have interest.
That might wind up our guy Gil again. He's not able to come back right away.
Gil would be very upset.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Gil might be happy, too, that he's only making 5 now.
We don't know what he would make.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Say, I think Washington will win the Cup, don't you?
I hope so.
Well, I think it's a great story either way.
I don't want the interlopers to win it. I want Washington to win.
Yeah, but Washington has more commies in Vegas.
Yeah, but they seem to be affable commies.
Yeah. Is there such a thing?
Kuznetsov, he's a tough guy, man. He damn near got killed. He's back playing.
You know what they are there? Boy, they're both fast. They're both fast.
Ovechkin's.
Man.
Ovechkin's wonderful. Not a guy. I bet he eats with his hands at dinner, though.
Yeah,
Ovechkin,
stuff it in there.
Gets a big Cornish game hand and just rips it apart and throws it in his mouth. I think he's not. I don't think he has manners. Ovechkin. I don't think he has manners.
Cornish game man. He just attacks it like Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, that's what he is. Yeah, he's like what's the name of the guy? The guy with the bad face.
I mean, if you're going to go that far, does he even use his hands? Maybe he just slams his face into it like a dog.
He does. The guy with the bad mug.
I'm trying to remember how I can see him.
Well, you think about it while I'll tell you this. Sports Talk will be back shortly.
Bruce Vail?
But now, thanks to our Now, thanks to our good friends in Owatonna, Minnesota, at Federated Insurance, where it's their business to protect your business, and nobody does that better than Federated. It's Bruce Vail of the Wall Street Journal in Your Money Now.
Hey, I know how to use a spoon.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
Stocks were higher at the close of today's trading session. Some positive momentum from the good jobs report we got on Friday seems to have carried through the weekend. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 178 points. And again, back into positive territory for the year by just a few. The Dow closing at 24,813. The Nasdaq Composite gained 52 points. The S&P 500 rose 12. The Supreme Court ducked a decision on whether merchants can deny service to gay people on religious grounds, finding that a Christian baker did not get a fair hearing before a state civil rights commission, but issuing no broader precedent. The case involved a Colorado baker who refused to bake a wedding cake for two men. The Colorado Civil Rights Commission found the baker in violation of state law prohibiting discrimination based on sexual orientation. The Supreme Court, though, bounced the issue back to lower courts for more litigation. Apple is giving Siri more to do. At its developers conference, Apple announced several changes to the virtual assistant. Siri will now be able to suggest that you order coffee from your favorite place at the time that you normally go get your coffee. Siri can also remind you to do more tasks, and a new shortcut app lets you create voice commands that set off a chain of actions, such as a travel command that gives you all of the details for your upcoming trip. I'm Bruce Vail with Your Money Now on 1500 ESPN.
Well, Bruce, thank you very much. Have a happy rest of the day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. And look at this. We don't even have enough time to do traffic, but I can get in the sponsor, which would have been Concordia University. Get on track to a successful business career with Concordia University St. Paul. Learn online. I keep thinking I should throw in a traffic report here, but that would just screw this music up, wouldn't it? Yep. This is too good.
These are the eyes that never knew how to smile till you came into my life.
I was in an outdoor courtyard in Naples, Florida, about 3 years ago.
All right.
And I heard this over the loudspeaker.
Okay.
And it rang a distant memory in my head, and I had to track the song down. Here's John
Who
Heidt.
did you approach,
story.
and what were you wearing?
Well, it wasn't a very interesting story, was it?
It really wasn't.
I thought you were going to say the guy came walking out of the restroom or something.
And there was what's his name? Al Jackson?
Al Wilson.
Al Wilson. And there came Al Wilson. No, I wish I could.
Little piece of toilet paper trailing on it.
Maybe you should have made that up, Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, when the guy with the band hung himself, who was it? Richard Manuel?
Yeah.
It was Manuel's
Richard
first name.
Manuel.
Richard.
Yeah. Yep.
In Winter Park. Was
Winter
that at
Park,
your
Florida.
Was that at your old hotel that you used to
I bet
stay
it
in
was.
all the time?
I bet it
Yeah,
was.
all right.
Because there's really only one hotel in Winter Park.
Yeah.
Why did
The
he,
Langford. The Langford.
Langford. He probably was at the Langford.
did he leave any kind of message behind, John?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But when you watch The Last Waltz, you can see what a screwball he was.
Yeah.
Was this something gone wrong?
Well, he.
I mean, was he
did a lot of drugs.
Was he
and-
enjoying himself at the moment?
No,
And
no,
then,
no.
Like the chair
No,
slip
no,
or
no,
something?
no. He was. He suffered from depression for much of his life. Did a lot of drugs, and I think and Patrick and I were talking about this Friday that may have been when the band actually started their breakup. So.
Because I think he'd been playing a gig in Orlando in some lousy little nightclub or something.
He may
probably
have,
was
may have
depressed.
thought, you know what?
Yeah,
What's the point?
Oh, he was so talented.
Show and tell, it's just a game I play when I wanna
So the Al's only hit, isn't it, John?
Yep. It's partly cloudy and 84 degrees now. Twins with the day off. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow against the White Sox at Target Field. One of those a makeup game. First game 3:10. Second one follows. By the way, the Twins are calling up pitching prospect Zach Littell.
You know, I had the scoop on that.
I know who had the scoop.
The Doogie?
Doogie.
Nice. According,
Doogie.
I was going to say, according to Darren Wolfson, Doogie downstairs.
Yes.
He put up great numbers in the minors. He's been with 3 organizations. He was traded to the Yankees by Seattle before the 2017 season, and at last year's trade deadline, he was one of the fellas the Twins got for Jaime Garcia from the Yankees.
Hey, John, when you were sitting at your desk, did you hear the Patrick Royce scalding hot take regarding Joe Mauer?
Yeah, the retirement thing.
Yeah.
I just don't think he'd play next year. I think if he had a good year, he'd play, but he's not having a good year. So,
don't we need a going away year?
I don't think
he kiss his ass.
Joe wants to go. I don't think Joe is at the prominent level that he gets the gift when he goes to each ballpark. Like not like Mariano or Jeter.
They could give him, like second base for all the double plays.
Really, wow. Chris?
I'm sorry I had to. I'm just kidding, Joe.
News notes.
Or 3 dice, 6, 4, 3. We got these 3 dice, crew, man. And they're all 6 on each side, 4 on every side.
The thing in the press box used to be was the gesture. Second.
Yep.
Short.
Yep.
First.
Boom. News notes from today.
Never hit into a 6-4-3 in his life, did he? They were all 4-6-3.
All 4-6-3, yeah. News notes from today.
Just move one dice over and put the other one over here.
You guys are real jackasses.
They really are, yeah.
Jeez.
I'm going to end this and do news now. The primary field for governor grew even more today in Minnesota with a filing by Attorney General Lori Swanson. She says she'll run for governor. Her running mate, U.S. Representative Rick Nolan. Now, U.S. Rep Tim Walz is also running in the primary, even though he didn't get the endorsement this weekend.
Did he try? He didn't try, did he?
Oh, yeah. He was at the convention, gave a speech.
We went with Aaron Murphy. Huh?
They went with Aaron Murphy, yes. Mm-hmm. Aaron Murphy endorsed as the Dems candidate.
Walz is too much of a non-lefty. Huh? He kind of had to stay in a little bit to the left to keep winning in that congressional district.
She chose Aaron May Quad, state representative, as her running mate. Republicans this weekend endorsed Jeff Johnson. Looming behind him, of course, former Governor Tim Pawlenty. He skipped the Republican convention. All this will come down to the primaries on August 14th.
What interests me is you're going to have a pretty good, if it's Walz and Pawlenty, you got a pretty good gubernatorial race, right?
Mm-hmm.
How come we got all these weaklings in the senatorial races, man? Got a bunch of nobodies. Right?
Pat?
No comment?
I have no comment.
I'm not sure where to go with it, yeah.
No, you got a bunch of nobodies.
I'm trying to think who's running.
Tina.
See?
Tina's running.
Tina, yeah.
She's an empty suit.
That's right.
And who the hell? The Republicans nominated somebody I never heard of.
Anyway, how about this weather we're having? It's a hell of a nice day.
Well, John brought it up. I thought we should kick it around a little bit. What the hell?
Well, the governor one is interesting. But you're right, Patrick. The other ones, they're non-factors. Mm-hmm. The Pentagon's Office of Inspector General has opened an investigation into allegations related to Rear Admiral Ronnie Jackson. You might remember was President Trump's one-time personal physician, whose nomination as Veterans Affairs Secretary was withdrawn amid allegations of misconduct in poor administration. IG spokesperson Bruce Anderson said in a statement, the DOD Office of Inspector General has initiated an investigation into allegations related to Rear Admiral Ronnie L. Jackson. Anderson wouldn't say if the investigation is administrative or criminal in nature, although they can conduct one or the other. Former President George H.W. Bush has been discharged from a Maine hospital after being treated for low blood pressure and fatigue. His spokesperson, Jim McGrath, tweeted an update on the president today, saying the president was deeply appreciative for the terrific care and the many good wishes he has received.
Well, he just wants to hang on, doesn't he?
Yeah. I bet he used to have fun up in that Kenny bunker back in the day.
Solo, a Star Wars story, still losing momentum quickly at the box office. After an underwhelming launch, the space saga fell 65% in weekend 2 with $29.3 million from North American theaters. Solo has now earned $148.9 million domestically. Ooh. That's way shy of Rogue One's December 2016 opening weekend. The 65% drop-off is one of the highest in recent Star Wars history.
What's the word on it? It's a clunker?
I have not heard any. I thought the reviews were good.
I'm not in a rush to see it.
Maybe it's a well they've gone to one too many times.
Maybe. Boy, they keep manage. They keep going to be digging it, though. They got about 3 more of these things planned, don't they?
Yeah, I've seen the first one. That's it.
Well, now that Disney owns them, they're going to ride it into the ground, of course.
I've seen 4 of them, Kenny, and you saw the only one that was good.
Yeah. I only saw the first one, too.
It was great. Yeah. That's enough.
Is that where they had the bar scene with the weird-looking people?
Yes, that was great.
Why did you only see one? No, you need to go see
the first 3.
First 3.
You don't need to do
increasingly
anything.
worse.
Yeah.
Says the guy who's never seen North by Northwest. Don't be telling me what movies I need to
Han
see.
Solo flying the crop duster, huh? With Chewbacca right in behind him. Open air seating, double plane.
It's probably been years since you've been to a movie because John Candy died.
John Candy.
I don't think you're allowed to do that, Rook, are you?
Well, that wasn't a John Candy line.
Oh, I see. It was an impersonation. I see. Virginia Pear.
Such a dummy.
God, you know.
Rook Kenny, you can tell he just wants to hit Rook.
Yeah.
Just wants to hit him.
Yeah.
It's a long line, Kenny.
Can you save my spot? Can you?
Virginia Pear Witherington puts it simply when asked her secret to living to the age of 105.
Cigarettes and bourbon.
No, because she says she takes care of herself. What does she like? She likes chocolate. She says she eats a lot of chocolate. She also eats Whoppers Jr. and pizza.
Is there anything non-food related that she really, really likes?
Not that was
craves
mentioned.
on a daily basis, but hasn't had it in about 60, 70 years. Anything?
Not that was mentioned.
Anything?
A walk?
I think
maybe,
just bacon.
Maybe a walk?
Does she have to can apricots by herself? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, my God.
Johnny, here's the deal.
105.
Here's the deal. I
105.
wonder who's in charge for the Associated Press of saying, okay, we got another one that turned 100. We got to call them up and ask them why they've lived so damn long.
What happened?
Is this the one that stayed single, John?
No, she actually has been married twice.
Okay.
But she's not married now. So
Okay, that's fascinating.
She's available.
Hi, are you guys listening? Pat, Joe?
What?
Are you there?
Yeah.
After I
I gotta-
yelled at them off the air, they might not be.
Can I tell you what Kenny just asked?
Okay.
He said, Swanson and Nolan have gotten
Why
in
are
the
you
race.
playing that horrible song?
I told you. I bet
we thought
these
you would
guys.
blow it up.
I bet you.
I don't want to change the screen.
Right.
Blow it up yourself.
I bet these
No.
guys you'd blow it
I
up.
think
Leave it
I think
alone.
we just blew it up. Yeah. Like blew it up.
Kenny asked me just seconds ago, hey, Swanson and Nolan entered the race. Did you know that? I said, well, I just did the news story about 5 minutes ago, Kenny. Just curious.
That's good. He was too busy yelling at me to stop talking
I've been
about
hanging
politics.
out with these two complete idiots in here for
this
so
might,
long.
This might be the day where he actually goes after Rook, I think.
Yeah. He said,
Okay.
today might be the day.
And that was the Jackson 5. What the hell's wrong with you? You don't blow up the Jackson 5.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I'm with Kenny on that
You
one.
have
Sorry.
no idea.
Yeah. You're right. I don't have a clue. Thank you. Jackson 5, I bet, are really good.
Are?
I think we're, yeah.
What, hell,
What do
half
you
of them are
think?
dead.
What do you think of?
They had pet monkeys and
You
do
were
you
so
think?
you were so busy rocking out to the Osmond family that you couldn't listen to real music.
What do you think of the new hip hopper, Port, whatever his name is? What's his name?
Never heard of them.
Port in the storm.
No, what's the guy's name? The new the white guy with bad hair.
Portnoy.
Don't know.
yeah.
Dave Portnoy?
No, you know. The new
Portnoy's
I don't know if
complaint.
it's Port. It might be
Port Weinstein.
the new hip hopper, the white guy with
50
the
Cent.
bad
We
hair.
don't want to know because
Eminem.
nobody knows.
He's
Macklemore?
Vanilla Ice.
He's putting crowds of.
Port City?
Oh God, you guys are. So
No, I'm serious. There's a
No,
hip hop.
you knew who it was last week when we were talking about him.
Port
Whatever-
Authority.
I'm not sure it's Port. So what's the guy? He's got a dumb first name.
Macklemore?
Dummy.
Macklemore.
No,
Portly.
No.
white guy, scraggy hair.
Justin
hip
Bieber.
hop. He was in Vegas and they had 50,000 people on the street watching him perform.
Cracker Town.
I don't know.
God, you guys are
completely.
I'm going to look it up.
They're not. They're not.
I think
an
Pat
active
just came
staff,
a bit
are they,
close.
Pat?
Today might be the day for Pat as well.
Yeah.
John, do you have anything?
Well, sure. Yeah. One sort of sports note.
Post Malone.
Post Malone.
Oh, Post
This
Malone.
coming from a
Post Malone.
49-year-old female that just texted me that listens to this station religiously. Thank you.
Post Malone. Yes.
Is she waiting for somebody on staff to kick your butt?
I think with her, she probably just came a step closer as well today.
I am
Good
very
thing you
familiar.
gave out her age on the air.
Yes.
Whoops.
Very
Post
familiar
Malone.
with Post Malone because my kid is a huge fan. He also does things with guitars. He's not just a hip hopper.
Is he related to Carl?
No, not at all.
No.
But he packs them in, man.
What about
the
Molly?
youth are going nuts.
What point are you trying to make?
I was trying to remember what his name was.
He was trying to remember what his name was. He was asking us.
God, I love this segment so much.
In 5 minutes, you're trying to remember this guy's name.
Who is the guy?
I almost said the S
I
word.
need to know his name.
They were
know it's a
talking about
four-letter
the
P
Jackson
word.
5. And I was trying to think, okay, who's the popular guy now? That I was trying to think of what the
A
guy's
new
name
segment on Sports Talk called Patrick Forgot.
Or we'll just call it Who Dat.
Who dat?
Who Dat.
was. I had the right first letter and the number
Yes,
of,
you
and
did.
I had the number of letters in his first name.
And he was in Vegas.
Yes.
And he performed in Vegas.
You were only one letter off if you think about it.
Boy, does
Post
he
and
need
port.
a haircut, though.
Yeah, he's not a
almighty.
good
So
one.
does
Hey, you got
Rookie.
anything, John?
He's got
How you doing, Joe?
John, you got anything?
I got some stuff for
To
you.
save me
I'll
from
give you
this
a haircut.
inanity?
Come here.
Let me give you a.
Okay, let's go.
Let me give you a little sports story.
Okay,
to kick
good.
off the segment, sort of.
Well, I
This
thought we
is-
were done with that.
No,
part.
this is ingenious though.
Okay.
Tunisia's World Cup soccer team.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Did you?
Well, it's a good story, John. You go ahead.
Found an ingenious way to fight fatigue as they fast for the Muslim holy month of Ramadan.
Cocaine.
In friendly matches against Portugal and then Turkey, goalkeeper Maouz Hassan appeared to feign injury at exactly sundown when the fast comes to end. As he lay on the pitch getting medical treatment, teammates rushed to the sidelines to drink water and eat dates. Mm-hmm. See, because they can't eat.
They
during
can't eat
Ramadan.
until sundown, yes.
That's right. And
Boy, that's something. That's pretty strict.
in 2 games,
Story.
they scored right after.
Once they got those dates in them, they could.
You know what they
kick the
should?
ball
You know what
again.
they should do?
Well,
If
who's-
you're going to have Ramadan,
yeah.
you should
God, that'd be
figure
good.
out a time of the year
He's going to figure it out for you.
where the sun
Thousands of
isn't,
years.
You know, wherever you are, where the sun
fixer.
isn't
High.
up as long.
Yeah. Like
You know,
have Ramadan
sure.
on December 21st.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when there's
yeah.
9-10 days of sun. You know, I mean, sunlight.
I don't know if it's that easy to move it.
Yeah, let's just move it.
Let's take a vote here, my friend.
We moved
Ramadan friend.
Memorial Day to a
That's
Monday. It used
We
to be
did.
on the Bay.
And if you went to
May 3rd.
Alaska, you know, where the sunlight is.
When did what day was Memorial Day used to be on?
was
May
it the 30th?
May 30th.
Always.
Always the May 30th. Yep. And they moved it to the Monday.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd listened to the ride with Royce, you'd know.
Did we
a thing
get
or two.
Monday off even when it was May 30th?
No.
No, that was
No. What the hell?
You got May 30th off.
Now playing the role of rookie.
no kidding. What? You okay, Joe?
I suppose that could be, May 30th could be on a Wednesday.
There
Well,
you
sure,
go.
certainly. And then you'd
Right.
be off that Wednesday.
And we were speculating and thinking it would be better. It'd be like 4th of
It's
July.
been Monday since I can remember.
But wouldn't it be awesome if it were Wednesday? Because then you could
Yeah,
take,
you could
you'd
Monday,
have
Tuesday,
a super long
or
weekend.
Thursday, Friday. Yeah.
If Summit were on block over, wouldn't it be grand?
Oh, my God.
Boy, this has been bad today.
It
We'll
really
be
is.
better.
Folks,
one
we're
of the
giving
worst.
you your money
We'll
back.
be better tomorrow.
Send everybody a check.
Yeah, this person that I was close to is now listening to My Talk 107. So she's bailed.
If you're actually listening to this, you need to look in your mirror and give your life some thought.
Time to reevaluate.
John, let's have one
How about a story, John?
where we
it
don't
might help if you
interrupt
talk
you.
once in a while.
There you go.
I've been talking.
No, you haven't.
Come on, John.
You want a
Here we
Bigfoot story?
Sure.
It's a
Yes.
Bigfoot story.
Blurry.
Blurry.
Bigfoot
He had
didn't
beautiful
show.
hair.
Bigfoot didn't show up in downtown Lawrenceburg, Kentucky on Saturday, even though the city hosted the inaugural Wildman Days Festival this weekend.
Maybe he had a thing, John.
Well, it could be. Among the believers there was Daniel Lee Smith, a retired coal miner who drove more than 5 hours from Elkins, West Virginia to attend the festival. Smith, whose father called him Daniel Boone because he stayed in the woods so much as a kid, said he's seen Sasquatch several times. He's heard them growl and whoop, even had rocks thrown at him by a creature to warn him to stay clear. Smith, who had a plaster cast he'd made of a 26-inch long foot, said he inadvertently got between a male Bigfoot and a female and 2 babies in the woods one time before he was able to get in his vehicle and drive away. That was the scaredest I ever was.
Scaredest I ever was.
Because he's seen one, right?
Yeah, beautiful
Done
hair.
seen one.
The idea for the theme of the festival came from Jeff Waldridge. Who
Beautiful
leads,
hair. Where'd that come from? Where'd that quote come from?
It was a story about Bigfoot. And he saw it. He said he had beautiful hair.
He's about 6 foot.
John, do you know that
10 foot tall.
This guy.
Do you know that
He had beautiful hair.
Yes.
Do you know that the Hamlin football coach, not this one and not the one before him, but the one before him, John Pates, in the late last decade and early in this decade, his other job before he got hired was he was a head of a Bigfoot society down in North Carolina.
Really?
Bigfoot.
Well,
How's
big
that
believer.
pay? What was the paycheck there?
I don't know.
This thing was put
I said
on.
I should have signed a couple to play tackle.
That's enough.
Already?
Peloton, let's go.
This holiday, with the right music and the right motivation from world-class instructors,
We're going to pick it up a notch. It's the holiday season.
you might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of. Work out to thousands of live and on-demand classes, from running to cycling to yoga. Try Peloton risk-free with a 30-day home trial. New members only, not available in remote locations. See additional terms at onepeloton.com/home-trial. Peloton, motivation that moves you.